A 2004 Mitsubishi Endevour, and what I have here is I have a leak from the AC condenser. You can see here a bunch of water. It's soaked. I did some research, and what happens is this condenser box gets filled up with leaves and all kinds of gunk. So the hose, which is supposed to allow the water to run off, gets filled up and the water backs up, and eventually the seal right here, right by the gas pedal, the seal where the outlet hose comes out of, starts leaking, and then you have this problem here. I've taken the car to a local auto shop about 3 times with the same issue. They've unclogged it, and I even opened these guys up, the grommets and the floor pan, to allow the water to exit, but I don't like the idea of this happening over and over again. So after some research, I've found out that what I could do is open this guy up with a Dremel, clean it up, remove all the gunk, all the leaves, and then provide a separate outlet for the box. So to do that, I've got a heater hose connector. I'm going to cut this in half, and I'm going to use the 1/2-inch neck, and I'm going to epoxy that with some epoxy right here. I'm going to epoxy that to the bottom of the box. I'm then going to use this heater hose, 1/2-inch heater hose, drill a hole in the tunnel and allow a direct outlet down through the tunnel from the box. I'm going to use that epoxy to seal everything up nicely, and all this cost me was 15 bucks. So if you have a welder and $15, you could do this yourself. The dealer wanted about $7.50 to do this, so hopefully we could do this a lot cheaper without having to go to the dealership and have them remove the entire unit. Just use the Dremel. Here's the piece I cut out, and as you can see immediately, there is all kinds of stuff in here. I'm gonna have to go through and remove all that gunk in there. It's pretty nasty, and once I do that, I'm gonna drill that hole, and hopefully we'll have a brand new outlet for the water and the leaves and everything else. It's pretty nasty in there. Take this adapter here, and I'm going to cut it and get it ready for the install. Adapter, ready to make the hole in the condenser to install it. Which gets clogged up. It's kind of right at the end of that. I took this coat hanger and I just pushed it through and I unclogged it, and you can see how far that went in. So that may be a good idea for you to do, because that's what keeps getting clogged up, and it's really tiny. It's about the size of this coat hanger, so I kind of understand why it keeps getting clogged up all the time. Alright, so now I have the hole drilled in here, and it's a matter of just putting in the adapter with epoxy and then drilling the hole in the tunnel, putting the hose in, and then sealing this back up with epoxy. Install this at an angle. So what I've done is I kind of cut the adapter at an angle, and I'm going to install it this way. There is the adapter. As you see, I had to trim a bit of that air vent, the plastic air vent, so the adapter could fit nicely. And you could see there's the adapter. I just put the first bead of the epoxy on. I'll do a few more once it cures and get it nice and sealed, and then I'll put the little plastic cutout back, seal that, and then we'll drill the hole. There it is again. It's pretty flush, so water should have no trouble escaping, and it's at an angle, so it should be pretty easy to get it installed. There it is. It's installed. Here's the epoxy. So this is ready to go. I'm ready to put the side panel back on. There it is. You can see it again. So the water will go straight down that hole when it fills up over here. So there's a side panel sealed back up. I just ran the car for about a minute or two, a few minutes, and there's the water. So looks like everything's good. Just gotta put the hose in and put everything back together. This under the car, there's the engine. I drilled a hole, and I'm gonna put the hose through here. That way the water can come out right over here. Okay, there's the hose going to that hole that we drilled. You see that the hose has a small slope to it, so the water won't get stuck. It's just going to run straight down. And under the car, there it is. I left just a few inches coming out. It's not visible under the car at all. It's running the AC for about 5 minutes now. There are no leaks. Everything looks good. And the hose is working as intended. So far, so good. So the seat is almost ready to go in. I put back all the little plastic pieces, put back the carpet. I let the car run for another 25 minutes or so. Still no leaks. Everything looks really dry. Everything looks good. Water is coming out nicely of the tube. Much better than before. Now, the last piece will be this plastic retainer. Once that goes in, the seat will go in. I'll vacuum a little bit, clean it up. This piece has gone back in, and that's it. Total, anywhere from $15 to $20, maybe about 2 hours worth of work, and that's about it. I'll update this post or this video if things change for the worse in the future. Otherwise, you can assume this worked as intended, and you could save yourself about $600, $700 depending on where you live. With the seat in, everything back together. The only thing you could see is that little cutout with the epoxy, if you really try. Otherwise, from any other perspective, just like standard.